All right, thanks again for joining me. I am your host, Derek Lane. Another edition of the Fast Lane Podcast for Success. Once again, appreciate the listenership and everyone that's contacted me with thoughts and ideas and questions. It's very welcomed. I appreciate it very much. Today, let's talk a little bit about vacation. I know we're into the holidays and all of that, and a lot of people are taking vacations. And you may be planning on taking a vacation maybe soon, or maybe it's not until summer when you can enjoy, more of the outdoors and more of a beach setting, whatever. But that's not really the vacation I want to talk about. I want to talk about a vacation from the mundane, from the everyday ruts in your life. From the things that you do. When you get up in the morning, you do the same thing, you go to the same place, you come home, do the same thing. Take a vacation from that. Take a vacation from your routine. Now, speaking of traditional vacations, most people spend more time planning a vacation than they do their life. They spend more time plotting and arranging, scheduling and booking than they do figuring out the course of their life, directing the course of their life. They just let it happen. They just let life happen to them. Whatever, whenever, however. But that's not you and that's not me. We take action and we're methodical. We understand certain laws of the universe and we take advantage of those. We resonate higher with a higher frequency to be able to prosper on our path. Now, getting back to the vacation of the mundane, of the things that you do when you just do what you do. I would encourage everyone to take a step back from your normalcies in your life and take a break from things. Quiet your mind. Quiet the mental chatter that's in your mind. The hardest thing to do is to do nothing at all. The hardest thing to do is to do nothing at all. If you're not a practitioner of meditation, it's encouraging that you at least understand to how to quiet your mind, let the flow happen to you. And when I say quiet the mind, let everything go in your mind. Let everything go and think of nothing. Nothing at all. It's tough because your brain is not designed to do that. Your brain is active. Your brain wants to think about this, think about that, get up and do this, and take care of that, and be active all the time. But when you're disciplined enough to do nothing, there comes a point that you can develop your own mantra. You can develop what you want your brain to focus on. And when you go into this quiet time and you ask your brain to focus on whatever it is that you want to ask it, your prosperity, your relationships, your health, whatever it is, that's the time to do it. Is to quiet your brain, learn how to be quiet, learn how to eliminate the internal dialogue that's always going on in your brain, eliminate that, and then focus on your mantra. Be aware of who you are. Be aware of your body. Be aware of your mind. Be aware of your spirit. Be aware of your breathing. There's things out there on the internet, you can look up breathing techniques, and I encourage you to do so. Learn proper breathing techniques. Learn how to ask your brain to help you. Quit pushing back against the tide. Quit pushing. Allow the flow. Allow the positive energy into your life, the positive energy that's resonating. It's there to help you, not hurt you. Eventually you will come to a place of just being you. And that's a great place to be, to know who you are, to know exactly where you are, understand your purpose. If not the purpose of your entire life, but at least the purpose of now, the purpose of right now. And that's what we are striving to enjoy, to understand, is now. We've talked about the past. You have a past and you can reminisce. That's great. You can't live in the future. You can only live in now, this moment right now. Understand who you are in this moment. It will then begin to unfold into seeing a journey lay out before you. The journey that you want to be on, the journey of your life, the journey of your prosperity, your spiritualness, and all the other aspects of your life. Again, your health benefits, everything that's important to you. So be aware and understand who you are. Okay, some of the things that you can do to quiet your mind, to have a peace of mind, if you will, is to minimize the distractions around you. And trust me, there's plenty of distractions around you. The TV, the radio, kids, and motorcycle, whatever it is, all of these distractions and noises and stressful and anxious feelings that you have. Getting into a quiet mind, understanding the peace of mind, does wonders for you. Again, stay away from the negative influences and negative people. Don't let people infiltrate your mind with negative energy, negative thoughts, and gossip about someone else. That's not you. You're on a higher plane of existence. You're becoming enlightened, and you're starting to understand who you are, and that the positive feelings is the way forward. Release negative energies, grudges, ill feelings toward people or things. Make sure that you nourish your body with sleep, proper foods, and diet. One of the biggest sins people have is envy. Rid yourself of envy, jealousy. It doesn't matter what other people have. Your neighbor may have a bright, shiny red Ferrari, and you're cruising around in a Honda Civic. That doesn't matter. What matters is you, because you don't know that he may be paying a $1,500 a month payment or whatever it is, and your Honda's paid for. And the stress they're trying to show off, but it's very stressful. You get to a place where you eliminate stress. And if you really want that Ferrari, you'll find a way to get it without having the stress. But let go of envy. Don't be envious of anyone else. And envy will dissipate once you know yourself and you become aware of yourself. You have to learn to accept who you are in this life. And there's some things that are beyond your control. There are some things you can't change. You can't make that mountain higher or lower. You can't make that valley deeper. It is what it is. And you live with it. You accept it. You accept the things you cannot change. And you make the most of your situation. Don't dwell on the past. You cannot harbor guilt, resentment, anger. These things do not help you in your path to your success journey. Learn to be more patient. They say patience is a virtue. It truly is. Learn to be tolerant of people, because not everyone is as enlightened as you. Not everyone is as spiritually focused as you. And you have to forgive them and accept that one day they will be. It may not just be now. It may not be their time. So being judgmental is a negative emotion. Don't take things personally. Again, people don't always understand why they're feeling what they're feeling. They're a product of their environment, their situations, the negative forces around them sometimes. And if you let that negativity in, then you're losing. You're not the one winning. You win when you let the positive environment in and you share laughter with friends and families and loved ones and spouses, children. That's when you win, is when you know that you've got a genuine smile, and when someone sees you, their face lights up because they know what you bring to the table, which is positive energy, high resonancy. That's what you bring to the table. That's who you are. And you know that when people see you and you see a little smile come across their face, you know you're on the right path. But it's up to you to learn how to focus your mind. It's up to you to release negative, accept positive. It's up to you if you want to practice the meditation, you want to go further and deeper into it. There's a lot of programs out there. But if not, if that's something I don't have time for that. My day is hectic and I barely have time to, grab a bite or whatever it is. Slow down. The day is there. You're here. Make the most out of it. It doesn't have to be hectic. So once you start to consider, and here's a weird one, I guess. Even in your actions and everyday happenings, you can calm your mind. You can do the things you normally do, but do it more peacefully, more harmoniously. Once you take the time to think about it, to make that effort, You can be more harmonious. And then once you accept that, you start to see that life is not as hectic as it was before. Life is more fun. The job, the people. See, negative people don't want to hang around with positive people. They want to wallow and vacillate with the dark-hearted people. They want to have someone of like mind that when you say, yeah, Joe over there, man, he's kind of a rude butt. And then you got your buddy over here going, yeah, man, what's up with Joe, man? I hate Joe. You're right. See, that's not you. And when they see you coming, they don't start talking about how they don't like Joe, because they know that you're not going to jump in. They know that that's not you. So they merely go, hey, how's it going? And you go, it's going great. Thank you for asking. Moving on, moving past negative, going over here to the positive. That's what you do. All right. It is always great to share thoughts and ideas with you. And I hope I didn't get too, into a spiritual, but I think it's important. I think it's really important that you take the time to understand who you are. I think it's important to understand your journey and plot it out. As I said at the beginning, most people spend more time plotting out a vacation than they do their life and where their life is going. If you take a little time, and if you've listened to my podcast, you know what I'm going to say next. Pencil and paper. Pencil and paper. You write things out. It's not a commitment mentally until you handwrite it on paper. It does. It's magic. It does so much for your mindset to be able to physically write it down. And I know I've talked about, having a recorder on your phone. That's great too, but writing it down, it just creates a deeper commitment, and it works. So write down your goals, write down your plans, write down your positive affirmations and your mantras. Write the things down, your ideas, the things that you want to do. You've got an idea for this to make your life better. You've got an idea over here to make your life better. And you track those, you go after it, and that's who you are, that's what you do. You're a positive, influential person that people want to be around, and you're here to help other people. You're here to share that positive, high energy with other people. Your purpose on this planet will unfold to you if you ask it to. Okay, I'm going to wrap up because I've got to get back into the spiritual mantra, and I think we get it. We know where we're at. So listen, thank you very much. Listen to the podcast. Ask people to check it out. Share it with people that you feel like would benefit somehow, some way from it, and get just a tidbit of information that may help them. And you never know what piece of information may help someone. But share it, and I appreciate it. And leave positive reviews only. If there's something you don't like, just move on to the next podcast, whatever. But I appreciate you. Again, you can reach me, Derek, at FastlanePodcast.com. Derek, D-E-R-E-K, at FastlanePodcast.com. And for the folks that are leaving me messages, thank you. Appreciate it. Keep them coming. And have a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful day. And we'll see you next week.